Vex potentiometer hooked up to my breadboard, and I have the power going to the red wire, the ground going to the black wire, and the white wire is now going to analog 0, which is A0 up here on the Arduino itself. We'll now attempt to see if we can get that to read and see what values we're getting from that potentiometer. So to see what values you're going to get from your potentiometer, you need to hook it up like this. Black to ground, red to power, and white to A0 on your Arduino. And let's try and make a program here. So I started a new sketch, a new program just from scratch, and I'm going to follow along with exactly what PLTW is telling me to do. And the first thing it says is to define a constant integer. So const int that's named pot pin. I'm going to say pot pin, and assign that to be equal to A0. I need to remove that parenthesis and put a semicolon on the end there. Next says to define a variable. So int pot value, so pot val, and set that equal to analog read and pot pin. So that's just going to take the value and assign it to whatever the pot pin is reading. In my void setup, it says to run that serial again, or begin the serial once again. So serial dot begin, set it to 9600. Then in the void loop, it says that we want to declare an integer pot val, so to be equal to analog read of A0, which is supposed to be pot pin. So I'm going to type in pot pin. I think they're trying to confuse you there a little bit. Make sure that you are naming them correctly. It would work if you said A0 as well. I spelled something wrong there because it did not change color. Analog read. And then we want to do serial and print line of our potentiometer value, so pot val, and then have a delay in there just so it was not writing so fast. And I'll put the delay at a half a second instead of their full 1 second. I think that if I save this sketch and run it, I should be able to see my serial monitor come up with values that make sense, or that give us some values that make sense. So right now it says that my potentiometer is reading in the 900s. If I turn it, which you can't see because it's off screen, I'm coming down and get all the way down to 0. I'll let you figure out. Ooh, I can't quite get the, there we go, 0. It's still bouncing around even though it is all the way pinned to the very lowest. There we go. I'll let you figure out what the upper limit is and why that's important.